remember we had this cold snap this winter. Really, really cold. Got down to 0 a couple nights. Anyway, this cold snap comes and, you know, my water lines freeze up and everything. I finally get it fixed. And, you know, it's been 3 or 4 days since we've had water. Had to have the, you know, meter replaced at the road and all that stuff. So after the 3 or 4 days of this, you know, I'm like doing laundry. I'm trying to clean up the house, you know, do all the stuff. So,
Domesticated man.
Right, well, I mean, I'm on my own there, you know, so I got to do all this stuff, really. I decide that I really should take a pickup truckload of stuff to the dump. I've got a bunch of stuff I'm throwing out. So one thing I'm throwing out is this Philco television. It's like a glass TV that's maybe, you know, 15 years old, probably about 75, 80 pounds, right? Pretty good size, you know, 30-inch screen or whatever. So anyway, I'm carrying this thing out, and I'm carrying it out through from my family room to my laundry room to the door that goes outside. And my dogs are all wanting to go outside, and I don't want them outside, so I'm coming through with this television, and I go into the laundry room, and I'm trying to shut the door with my foot so the dog won't come out. And when I'm doing that, when I turn and pivot, my foot's still in the air, and my foot that I'm standing on goes out from under me completely. I mean, just a complete endo, head over heels. I fall to the floor, flat on my back, knocks all the wind out of me, and then of course a quarter of a second later, the television lands on me, screen first, right on my chest. Woof, blows all the air out of me. Whatever was left there is gone. I'm completely stunned. So I'm laying there, and you know, I'm getting to an age now where if something like that happens to me, I start to assess damage before I move. Right. And so anyway, I'm laying there and I'm trying to assess damage, and all of a sudden I feel warmth and wetness on my crotch. And I think, my God, I've urinated upon myself. I have. I literally have knocked the piss out of myself. And so I'm laying there because I'm still trying to ascertain whether I'm going to get up that day or not. So I kind of wiggle the TV off me, and I realize there's a whole lot more wet than I can produce going on down there. And damn if it's not warmer than body temperature. So I finally get my head up and I look, and my hot water heater's there, and I have kicked the supply line off from the floor, and it's blowing water everywhere. So I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. So I get up, I'm soaking wet, you know, and I got to run outside and cut off the water at the road. I mean, it's the only way I can do it. And I live on a farm, so I mean, it's not like you're walking 3 feet out there to cut it off, and it's not like I had a tool handy to do it. So I run out in the yard, and I run all the way up to the yard. I open up the gate to the farm. I run out by the road. I wrestle the iron lid off of the meter, and I reach down in there. Luckily, I had some vice grips or something. I reach down there and I cut it off, and I run back in the house. You know, I'm soaking wet. It's, what was it, like 8 degrees, and I'm soaking wet. And I go in, and there's like that much water on the floor, like 2 or 3 inches of water on the floor. It's starting to back up, come out the family room. So I'm, you know, grabbing a mop. I'm trying to swamp all this out of there. I'm still soaking wet, and frankly, you know, not that I'm a sissy about getting hurt, but frankly, in a measurable amount of pain. You know, so anyway, get all that done. After all that, I wanted to go clean up. So I go and, you know, I think, you know, I'm cold, I'm wet, go take a shower. So I go take a shower, and I get out of the shower, and I'm, you know, drying off, and I look, and I have a bruise on my chest where the TV landed, and it looked exactly like the Batman signal. It looked exactly like the Batman signal. And I'm kind of perverse about that stuff. I was kind of proud of it. So for like the next week, and everybody in my town is kind of eccentric. It's a small town. We're kind of eccentric. It looks very normal, but we're very eccentric. So I'm proud of it. So I'm showing it to everybody. Hey, look at this.
I'm Batman.